Welcome, I'll be reacting to The Changeling. I don't know anything about this, I honestly hadn't even heard of it, but it was highly recommended in the comments for Halloween season. This is a commentary, not a market substitute. Please support the original.
This is the last holiday I'm ever going on with you.
Oh
Where'd you get all
no!
those muscles?
Daddy, come on!
At least they're having fun, despite the situation. It's a good attitude to have. Oh, what a way to begin. Barry Morse? We got a Space 1999 connection. I think I know why people suggested this now.
If you want a hand with anything, just give me a shout, Mr. Russell.
I will, thanks.
That's sweet of everyone, just trying to be there for him. That was a smart idea to move, get a new atmosphere. Oh, it's a flashback. Yeah, too many memories here.
For the Historical Preservation Society. They have some old houses that I'm sure they rent.
We'll see what we can come up with for you.
Good.
He has some good friends. Wow. Can he afford it? That's a huge house. But it is a bit overgrown, so maybe the price will be lower. This must have been quite the impressive mansion back in the day. I love the door. Nice bookcase, though. It looks like the old one he had.
The piano was left here when the society took over. Just too much trouble to move, really.
You'd have to tune it, though. Oh, whoa. Gorgeous. Can I rent a room here? I don't mind piano music. The only worry I have is it is a large, rambling place. Maybe not the best location to kind of get over a loss. A lot of room to think here. It could feel empty more easily than a smaller place would. You know, a cozier location. Maybe he does have roommates. Oh, that is a packed lecture. He must be quite famous.
We all know that it's not raining outside. And unless there's a fire in some other part of the building we don't know about, an awful lot of people here with nothing better to do.
I love that they're using coupe glasses and not flutes here. So far his spirit roommate isn't doing anything other than kind of chilling. It's a nice garage. Maybe it's a converted carriage house. They're trying to make it ominous with the music, but it's just so pretty that I don't care. I still want to live here. Someone's coming to listen. I have actually composed a few things, but I'm not sure where I put the sheet music to them. I'll have to dig it out someday if I can find it. But I used to study music theory with someone like him. Oh, that is lovely. This movie gets a thumbs up from me for the music alone.
Well, here we are, as promised.
Why is she in a riding outfit? Did she bring a horse? Don't let the horse eat with a bridle on. Whatever being is in the house will feel this too and will react to it. Yeah, there it goes. Because of the emotional connection. I feel like whoever's here is in pain as well. And is connecting to him because of it. I'm surprised he hasn't looked into the history of the house more. Who lived here? Why they left? I feel like if we move into an old house like this, it'll be helpful. I love the sound design, like the creaking staircase, the running water. I feel like he was being led here. He's probably going to be like, oh, it's just me, you know, trauma.
You're working very hard. You've been through a terrible emotional strain. Isn't it possible that you're...
Hallucinating. Is that what you're going to say?
Now she might know something. She's older, might have been with the society longer back when the house was let.
That house is not fit to live in.
Oh, she knows.
No one's been able to live in it. It doesn't want people.
I'm not sure if it's the house not wanting people or people not understanding what the house wants, which are two different things. He really likes to leave cigarettes everywhere. That's a downside to his character, but he's been through a lot, so I'll give him a pass on that. I feel like the house just wants to get his attention. Like it wants to tell him something. It keeps drawing him into that room for various reasons. There's something up there. Good, he's starting to investigate. I feel like this is the right thing to do. Is there another room back there? That is definitely another doorway there. Hidden. Was someone trapped in this room? Back in the day? Well, he's definitely going to release something that could be good or bad. Is that a warning or is it yes, keep going? That's the question. Well, we'll find out. Yes, somebody was trying to get him up here. Edwardian era? Music box? Yeah.
Claire, listen, it's note for note. Same
I know.
tempo, even the same key. Whatever it is trying desperately to communicate.
Yeah.
The bangings, the water taps,
That's what I've been saying.
broken window panes, all the glass fell outward.
The story wants to be told.
It's a little child's writing.
And the wheelchair is a little child's wheelchair. Or a bath chair, rather.
He sold the house in 1909.
1909? That's right. I'll set it up for you.
Oh, I remember these machines. This was the internet of my childhood. Going to the library and going like this.
In St. Margaret's Hospital to injuries sustained in a February 15th accident. She
But
is
she
mourned
did
by
it.
her parents.
She was brought
Miss
home.
Bernard will be interred in the...
Someone has been visiting too. That's really well kept up. I spent a lot of time in cemeteries.
Cora.
But in a weird way, the house understands what he's going through, you know? That's the ball, yeah. It's trying to communicate. The question is why it's called the Changeling. Because usually that refers to when the good folk leave one of their own children and take the human child with them. And they leave the Changeling. Except if he was followed, they might have fished it out for him. And he'll like find it on a table. Yeah, I figured.
The teleportation of objects, all very familiar.
Is this
Fascinating
Victor?
But the
stuff.
point is... what do I
Victor
do
Bergman!
now?
I mean Barry, sorry.
I tell you, off the record, the 1%, astonishing.
A medium.
Are they doing a seance? I mean, I don't know what else you could do at this point to try and communicate other than just kind of sitting and trying to sense what's going on. You should still protect yourselves, though. It might be still an elaborate charade. Although, I think I trust the house. It might accidentally hurt someone, but I don't think it would be deliberate.
Will you speak to us?
Whoa.
Yes.
Are you the child killed by the cold heart?
Oh, interesting.
What is your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Did you die in this house, Joseph?
Probably yes. If the kid is alone, basically in the house, since the early 1900s, that would affect anyone. I mean, no wonder he's panicking. Well, I mean, that's bound to happen if you leave a glass out during this kind of a thing. No, he went back upstairs. Yeah. Well, they got some information. Maybe they can do some investigating from there.
No.
You could hear it.
What is your name?
Why does he keep rewinding? I don't want to know what happens. Oh, I think he's still trying to, like, wrap his head around that it's real. Oh, the father murdered him. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? He has to find the body. It's in the house somewhere. Or on the grounds. He's really trying to get through to them. They're so close. What does the senator have to do with it? Because he started donating a bunch of money. I don't know, it's a little suspicious now. What does he know about that house? I feel like he knows something. And he's covering it up.
They've been going through the files.
He's what, in his 80s? And this is 1980? So he would have been like a tiny child if he was alive.
Nancy, Richard was the senator's father. His
Aha!
mother died when he was born in 1900.
The senator's father. He wanted a healthy son, so he nabbed someone from the orphanage to take his place. And he had to get rid of his own son. I bet that's what it was. That's sick.
How could any father do such a thing?
That's the question. That would completely undo everything the senator has.
Here, that was the location of a well on that property.
Aha!
Then in the 1914
Good place to hide a body.
in the 1928 atlas, was quite a change. There's further subdivision of the property. The symbol for the well has disappeared, and a house has been built
because it
here.
was filled in. This is fascinating. I love the mystery element to it. And unlike the other tenants, he has to find out what happened because he cares because of his daughter.
His son is worth a fortune, unless
what?
Unless, for some reason, the boy dies before attaining the age of 21. In that case, the entire estate goes to charity. The money was just too tempting.
That is so disgusting. How could anyone choose money over their own child? No wonder this kid is haunting the house.
She said she'd seen a boy, and he was trying to come up through the floor. And he kept staring at her. She hasn't been in this room since.
Can't blame her. I'm more worried about what the senator might do. Or the kid if he gets desperate. Feels like he's not being heard. Yeah. I'm impressed by the main character here. Like, he's really doing everything he can. Including digging in an old, moldy well. This is a protagonist who takes action for himself. He doesn't just sit there and let the story happen to him. There we go. Found him. I think it's time to get the police in here.
I'll call the police.
Yeah. I mean, tampering with a crime scene here. I don't know. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Joseph. Would have been easier if that happened earlier. Just saying. But if he picks it up, it'll be obvious. Like, how's he going to prove he found it here? Now your fingerprints are on it.
He was staring with a body. A little boy.
This was not the best way to handle it. That was not handled well.
What do you want from me?
He wants his story to be known.
I've done everything I can do.
He's like, ugh, I'm tired. The ghost kid living at my house made me sleep on the couch. What do you want? Another famous actor here. He's on the payroll of the senator.
Maybe you need help.
I'd like you to leave now.
We can see that you get it. You understand what I'm saying?
Out now.
Yep.
Listen to me.
We understand.
It's that man, that policeman was just at your house. DeWitt, he's dead.
For the first time, people are actually listening to him. And he's like, well, if there's nothing more you can do on your end. Guess it's time for me to step up. And I think Joseph is gonna come after the senator next. I feel like what Joseph needs is justice to rest in this particular case. The truth to come out. Yeah, you should be scared. Now it's not a good time to go out to the house.
That changeling was you.
Oh, I see. That's the Changeling tie-in. If he was 6, he should have memories of the orphanage, though. Yeah, except he's agitated right now. I don't think you should go in there. It's like having a butler. Kind of. John is not the one home right now. Careful on the stairs. Clear. It was just a chair. I feel like he needs to save Joseph because he couldn't save his daughter. And that's why he's fighting so hard. Ow. Oh. Oh. Wow. She's out in the car. Didn't she notice any of this? It's about time. Well, at least they ran for help. Because it looks like the senator didn't truly know until that moment. Must have blocked it out as a kid, but still. Very Thornfield Hall right here. Like Jane Eyre. The music box arrived. But it looks like his spirit is not at rest. So none of that was what he needed after all. I think what really set that one apart is the music was so haunting. Tying it in and out of that music box. I really liked the pacing. It was methodical and thought-provoking. You really felt like you were going along with the protagonist, figuring out the mystery side by side. It felt like you were reading a really good mystery. Like you were sitting down with a bit of wine or tea and you got a new Miss Marple and you were like, all right, let's do this. I thought the story was very compelling and also horrifying. The true monster in this was humanity, really. Greed. And ultimately, that's the most frightening thing of all. Not the ghost, but what people will do for money. The location was so atmospheric, gorgeous house that they found, and then the set that they ultimately burned down. I think the director did a great job as well. Beautifully made film, haunting in every sense of the word. Thank you for the recommendation.